What is up, my friends? My name is ELECTRO, and today I'm back with another deck highlight, this time from Prince Lucky, my clanmate in Elite Nation. Recently, guys, I've been asked about decks that can really push the ladder, that are really solid and can get players above 5,000 cups. As you see, Prince Lucky is sitting at his personal best of 5,222, and his stats are shown right there for you. He's a level 12 player, and there is the deck that we're talking about today. It's an Electro Wiz Graveyard Poison deck, and as you can see, it's not an over-leveled deck. His commons are level 12, his Electro Wiz is level 3, same as the log, level 2 Graveyard, level 6 Poison, so you're definitely not looking at, an over-leveled deck, which is helping him push. Definitely has skill, has some good cards to put together, and really gets some nice pushes, as you're going to see in a few moments, guys. Before I go any further, I want to thank all of you for coming down to the channel. I appreciate each and every one of you. Here we go with the first replay right here. He's playing against It's Ya Boy Eric from Dutch Corpse. And he's going to try and start out with that collector, try and build up that elixir lead. And as you can see, he's playing against a very popular mortar deck right here. His opponent's going to rocket that collector, not let him get that advantage. He's playing an Ice Spirit just to cycle through some cards right there and to slow down that incoming mini push. Splitting his horde, moving through the cards right now. He's going with a little mini Prince push with that Graveyard. No poison on top as of right now, but as you can see, that Graveyard did some decent work. Quickly did some good work on the tower, just with the, basically a naked Graveyard, no spell atop. It did have that tanking Knight, though, which obviously took the attention from the tower off. Here comes the Electro Wizard. It's going to zap those archers and then just take out this mortar pretty nicely here. Really nice counter to the mortar, the Electro Wizard is. Never lets it target. And now the Electro Wiz is working on that Knight. It's going to beat him up enough so that Knight's not going to be able to make it to his tower. He currently has a lead, but he's definitely not dominating the match as of yet. His elixir is full. He's debating whether he wants to play that collector, I'm assuming, because he knows that the opponent has that rocket. So it's basically just going to be a trade-off almost every time. Poison spell on top of the archers. The skeletons are getting the chop out at the tower a little bit there, taking the tower down to 18 and change. Minions right on top of that Knight. He's playing this deck very well. You could tell he has experience with it, and he knows exactly how to play every card in every situation. Here comes the mortar from the opponent again, and he's going to throw that Spirit. He's going to throw his Knight to distract, and then he's going to throw that Electro Wizard in as well. And nice poison spell right there on the tower and on the mortar. It's going to keep this thing targeting that Electro Wiz, but then taking it out. Really nice job right there. Good placement of the Knight by the opponent, but the opponent quickly cycled back to that mortar, which is always a pain in the butt. Another poison spell, though. Prince has a pretty quick cycle deck himself. Mortar's out of commission, not even able to make any shots on that tower. He's going to spell that tower down, or at least that's what he's thinking right now. Ice Spirit in, another mortar. This is tough. He's going to be the same routine over and over. He changes it, though. He took out that Electro Wiz. Does put that poison spell right on top of that mortar yet again, but the mortar has a little bit of life in it. He's going to log it down, knocking the tower down to about 600 hit points, a little bit less. Doing some solid work, going through the cycle, keeping that mortar from targeting his tower, and doing a nice job with it as well. Another poison on top of the mortar, Knight on Knight, and Electro Wiz just slowing everything down. There is, look at that. The rocket to take out that Electro Wiz. Kind of a desperation play right there by the opponent, but you know what? What else is he going to do at this point? He's not able to get his mortar locked onto the tower. Poison spell is going to take it down for the win. Lucky, that was a really well played match there, showing great counters to that mortar. So as you can see, this deck can definitely dominate the mortar deck. Let's get into that second replay. We have Prince Lucky playing against a Balloon Freeze deck with that Inferno Dragon. Let's see how this one turns out right here, guys. Waiting for that elixir to build. He's going to split his minions right there. safe play to start things out. And he's going with a quick Graveyard Knight push on that left-hand tower, choosing not to work on the collector with that poison spell. Even though he has it in hand, notice he decided not to poison down that collector. Let's see if it pays off. Always concerned about the opponent getting a big elixir advantage, but what I guess he's thinking right here, as you can see, is he's just going to pump up with his opponent. He's not going to beat up on his opponent's collector, he's just going to pump up with him. Keep it even. Alright, so this Hound is incoming. The popular Hound Loon Freeze deck. It's a brutal deck, tough to counter, but let's see how he does it with this deck right here. He splits his minions right there. Here he goes, Electro Wizard is going to be on top of that Hound. And there's that Goblin Gang slowing things down, being a pain in the butt as always. Is he going to throw a collector to distract? No, he's not. So this balloon is going to get some damage on that tower for sure. Minions working on a little bit, and so is the Electro Wiz, but that tower's down to 1,000 hit points right there, guys. Make that 700. So he's a little bit low in elixir. I mean, he's a little bit low on in the battle right here. He's a little bit behind, I should say, but he does have that collector going, and looking like he's going to get another push going right over here. He's going to the other side. Knight's pushing that lane. He's got plenty of elixir. There he goes with that poison spell. Going to poison down that Hound a little bit as well. Nothing serious, but a little bit. Inferno Dragon's in, and he's waiting on that graveyard right now. There's the Electro Wiz. He's worried about that freeze spell, so he tried to drop the Electro Wiz way out in front. The log gets rid of the gang, and now we have, oh, there's that freeze again, but another Electro Wizard is right there, ready to go, and the balloon is taken out with, you know, minimal, I guess, for a Hound balloon push. Damage is taken down. Look at this counter push right here, guys. He's got the Knight, 2 Electro Wizards, and he's got the Graveyard. That tower's going down 100%. Is he going to get 2 out of it? Yes, it looks like he is, guys. Look at it just eating that tower. Beautiful single push right there from Prince Lucky. That shows the power of this deck as well. When the opponent's low on that elixir, you drop a solid push and you can get something happening just like that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a look at this deck one more time. Take a look at his profile. Here we go. There you have it. It's a 3.5 elixir deck, not too heavy. Part of that weight is because of the collector itself, but that's going to get you that advantage that you're trying to get in all of your matches. Again, the cards that are going to really be beating up on that tower, the Graveyard and the Poison, you'll be logging it down as well, and you hope that your Executioner will lock onto the tower a little bit, really mess up that tower's defense against that Graveyard. So there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope that this deck is one that you try out. Please, if you do, let me know in the comments how it works out for you. As you can see, Lucky does a nice job with it, and with some practice you guys can as well. So guys, if you enjoyed your stay here, I hope you decide to hit that subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, please throw me a comment just to show some love to myself and to the channel. Guys, I'll see all of you back here again tomorrow. Until then, be good.